What's up everybody, welcome back to another video here on the Simply Car Things YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in as always, and today we're going to be diving straight into a comprehensive mod list on my BMW F82 M4. Now if you haven't seen the previous video that I posted up on my channel, which was overviewing the brand new Apex VS5 RS Sprint Line wheels that I got for my F82 M4, go ahead and check that video out because those wheels are just absolutely fire and they made a huge difference to the overall look and performance and handling of my car as well. Now in that video, I decided to throw out as a question to many of you if you wanted to see a mod list or an overview of everything that I've done to the car thus far at this current point in time. And I got a lot of positive feedback and a lot of people seem to really want that video. So here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and break it all down. If you guys could go ahead and give a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel down below if you have not done so already, I would appreciate that immensely. And with all that being said, let's get straight into it. So I got my phone handy right over here just so we can go ahead and make sure that we're keeping track of every single modification that has been done to the M4. Now, contrary to what I'm sure a lot of people are thinking, there actually isn't a whole lot that has been done to my car. And we'll go ahead and just start off with the cosmetic stuff that I've done. One of the first things I actually did was added an M Performance style. So when I say M Performance style, I mean M Performance replica deck lid spoiler to the car. I believe it was through Auto Technic, but it's basically just a little lip spoiler. Just adds a nice little visual cosmetic touch to the rear end of the car and kind of gives the trunk a little bit more of like a high kick look as well. But very OEM plus, and I love the way it looks. I also went ahead and got a 3-piece rear diffuser. I actually ordered it off Amazon, believe it or not. It's not made from real carbon fiber. It's actually just a hydro dipped piece. If you guys have seen the overview video that I posted of that, again, it's just mainly for cosmetic looks and it's gonna get beat up because I track my car anyway. So I didn't really care to go out and spend, you know, $500 to $900, however much they cost for a legit carbon fiber one, because I just didn't think it was worth it in this case. And hey, it actually looks really good and definitely helps to also add an aggressive touch to the rear end of the car. Stylistically speaking, these cars benefit a lot from just little tasteful additions like that. Moving over towards the front of the car, I actually added an M Performance style front lip, which I also ordered off of Amazon. And it's basically a replica of the M Performance lip, but the actual lip itself on the bottom section extends a little bit farther out than the OEM piece. So the OEM lip runs flush with the car's front bumper. Now this one that I ordered sticks out just a tiny bit more and it looks a little more aggressive in my opinion. At first I wasn't a fan of it actually, but over time totally grown on me and I'm very, very happy with how it's held up. Surprisingly, I've had it on now for like 3 or 4 months and I somehow have not managed to destroy it, which I'm pretty proud of myself for that. And hopefully it stays that way because I really enjoy it and I think it looks great. The F80 platform just looks amazing with a front lip. I also went ahead and just got some gloss black kidney grills. I think I ordered these off Amazon as well. Just a cheap, you know, replacement that also includes a little M4 badge on the grill. Once again, just totally helps to transform the front end look of the car as opposed to the OEM chrome grills. My car is a non-competition package, so it did not come with the black grills as standard from the factory. I also swapped out the side gills, which are usually chrome from the factory, with a set of M Performance gloss black side gills, which I actually picked up off of a wrecked M4 through my buddies at Straight 6 Auto Parts. So shout out to Cole who works over there. He hooked it up for me and I was, you know, desperately looking for them actually because they're kind of hard to find and they make a huge difference to the way the car looks overall. So, you know, thank you so much Cole if you're watching this video, and Straight 6, you guys are awesome. Those gloss black little like side gill things just really, really make a nice little aggressive and tasteful touch to the car, visually speaking. Also went ahead and added a gloss black M4 badge because I really like the way the black badges look and I just think it helps to again tie in with that, you know, white on black kind of stormtrooper look. The carbon fiber roof, all the carbon fiber accents and the gloss black stuff, it just, you know, it ties everything in together very nicely. And on the interior, I also swapped out the engine push start button for just a red one, which helps to sort of match the interior as well. gives it just a sporty look. I have the secure interior, so that's kind of why I went for that. Thanks to the previous owner of my car, the windows actually came tinted when I bought the car. Unfortunately, I don't know the specifics behind what kind of tint is on there or like the level of darkness on the tint scale that everybody goes off of, but it is pretty dark at night. During the day, it's not like crazy dark. You can still kind of see through the windows, but again, I really like the way the tint looks. Helps to block out some of the heat as well, and just for privacy reasons when you're driving, it's nice to have tinted windows. So that pretty much wraps it up for all the little cosmetic things. Now moving into performance, my favorite mod that I have done by far to this car is the M Performance exhaust. Titanium OEM plus solution for a really aggressive sounding BMW M3 or M4. It just really wakes up the S55 engine and brings out a really angry character out of it. Absolutely love the exhaust. I also went ahead and got a secondary cat delete done, which once again just makes the exhaust even louder, more aggressive sounding. Love it. Would not change a thing with that. And I also went ahead and added ARM Motorsport resonated catless downpipes. So in combination, this exhaust sounds wicked. I love the way it sounds on my M4. It makes the car so much fun to drive. It's an absolute adrenaline rush every time you pin the throttle and you just hear the S55 engine just roaring down the street. Love it. For a twin turbo straight six, it's got a really awesome character, and I'm very, very happy with that overall. And to kind of wrap all that together, I also went ahead and flashed the car with a boot mode stage 1 remap with the GTS overrun, or burble if you want to call it, which made a big difference in terms of power, straight line speed, acceleration. The stage 1 tune is a pretty substantial jump even over the OEM power, which is already quite a bit, and the car feels very fast. For the track, I run stock power levels, 425 horsepower, but on the street, I'll bump it back up to stage 1 for about 510 horsepower or so. Getting into handling and braking, this is where I'd say the most significant mods are, if you want to say. I am running a set of Bilstein Club Sport coilovers, so very, very pleased with the suspension setup overall, and I will be posting up a full in-depth review on these coilovers very soon, so if you guys are looking out for that, make sure to stay tuned, because it will be up on my channel relatively soon. The coilovers do also come with camber plates, so I can also adjust the camber up front, and very, very happy with the Bilstein kit. Amazing damper quality, just the adjustability and the ability to, set your rebound and compression is so easy. I'm also running the Apex VS5 RS wheels. This is from their brand new Sprintline Forge series. Which they just released not too long ago. These wheels, in my opinion, look very, very similar, if not practically identical, to the M4 GT4 race car wheels, which is actually why I ended up going with them. The specs that I'm running is 18x11 ET25 on all 4 corners. These wheels look gorgeous. It's an extremely aggressive setup, and they have a ton of concavity, and the finish is in satin black, in case you guys were wondering. Those tires are wrapped in Federal 595 RSRR tires in a 295x30x18 squared setup, so front and rear are the exact same, and I did that because when I'm on track, just having the ability to rotate the tires and also having a much meatier tire up front helps to mitigate understeer issues as well. So car feels pretty good overall in the setup. The tires are okay. I'll probably make a review on those tires as well down the road, just talking about how they perform on the street and on track, some of the pros and cons behind the Federals. Up front, I'm running a set of 15mm Future Classic spacers. Now the reason I'm running those wheel spacers is because of my aggressive wheel and tire setup. It will not clear the spring perch on the coilover. So if I was to run anything less than a 15mm, I will get really bad rubbing issues. And so as a result of that, that's why I have those front spacers. In the rear, no spacers. Also, just for ease of swapping wheels and tires and not dealing with the stupid BMW lug bolts, I also went ahead and got a Motorsport Hardware titanium stud kit for the car. So that's something that I really do enjoy, just because the stud kit looks pretty cool, but also just from a functional standpoint, it's so much easier now swapping wheels, and just, dealing with studs is a much more convenient piece of hardware that you can attach to the car. In terms of braking, I'm running the Ferodo DS 1.11 brake pads for track use, and then I'm running just a set of cheap Amazon street pads for the street, and I'm also running Motul RBF 660 brake fluid. So the Ferodo DS 1.11s in combination with the Motul RBF 660 fluid is absolutely incredible. The braking performance on the car is stellar. And the last thing that I wanted to touch on as well is the track alignment that I have on my car. So in order to fit the 18x11 295 squared setup in the front particularly, in addition to the 15mm spacer, I'm running about -3.8 degrees of camber up front, and I'm only able to run that because of those camber plates that are included with the Bilstein Club Sport coilovers. I'm also running about 0.12 degrees of toe in the rear, and I'm running about -1.9, -2 degrees of camber in the rear. So it is a very aggressive setup for track use primarily. Definitely not practical for the street. Obviously, with running that much camber, especially up front, you're going to see some excessive inner wear of the tires, and maybe premature wearing of the tires. But this car is not my daily driver, so not a huge deal to me. And in addition to that, you might also feel some tram lining. If you're on the freeway, or if there's like divots in the road or little cracks, the tires might want to like follow those. So that's just normal when you're running such aggressive camber settings, but on track, the alignment is amazing, and you get so much more grip, especially out of the front end of the car when you're, just diving into turns. And just overall, it's such a fun car to drive. It handles so damn well, it brakes well, it has, more than enough power on tap, especially with that tune, man. And I cannot wait to just continue taking this build to the next level. So I do have a lot of plans over the next few years probably with this car. There's so much more left on the table that I want to do, but for now I am very happy with where the car sits, and maybe in a future video I'll share what my future plans are with the car, because I really have never sat down and talked about that with you guys. So anyway, that is going to wrap it up for my mod list. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys found the video informative. As always, again, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel down below if you have not done so already. I would appreciate that very much, guys. And with all that being said, I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, my friends. Bye-bye.